he gets way too fat too fast, right? So they do that, and then like, okay, with Darkseid Nyx, we're gonna play the lane like this, and they just have a good understanding of these small things that gives them that edge and gives them a nice way to start the game. Whereas Nigma, on the contrary, like we talked about, like they don't have that. Their Rubik dies level 1, and now it's like snowballing in the wrong direction already, right? So I think these things matter so much in Dota, especially at this pro level. Like, how do you actually start the game, like pre-creep spawns?
Yeah, I mean, what I like the most about Tundra personally is just how annoying they are. Like, it just, if I put myself in the perspective of Tundra's enemies, like I just feel so annoyed by them. Like this 33 player, whenever he gets like on his heroes, like his Brewmaster or Doom or his Darkseer, he's just so goddamn annoying. And they have all these like tailored strats around his really strong heroes. Like obviously, as Misery said, this Darkseer Nyx Assassin, like they know what they're doing. They've done this probably a billion times in scrims. Like I don't think I've seen a fast Nyx level 6 like that in a very long time. Sure, Morphling gets free farm, but they're farming like the entire jungle plus all the creep waves. So sure, Morphling can do whatever he wants, but they're still gonna lose in the long run. And the entire team, like even Nine, his hero pool mid lane, when he played like mid Coddle and all that stuff, like it's just so annoying. It's very strong because being annoying in Dota is just like it can tilt you, and it's just generally really strong if things are annoying, because otherwise you wouldn't think they're annoying. So I really like the drafting style and the play style. It's very fun to watch. Very tilting to play against, though.
Yeah, Fata as well, right? Like they do have a lot of these annoying quote unquote players. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
And also about the Nyx Darksets, like sometimes you will see the Nyx get some random kill, right? Like the mid laners trade lives or something, and the Nyx just happens to be there, get like solo XP or whatever. So randomly gets 6 fast. But it feels like when they play Darks and Nyx, it's like consistent. You know, they enable this Nyx to get fast 6 to get a lot of farm, and now this Nyx hero is actually so powerful, right? Because you kind of skip his weaknesses of being this level 4 Nyx at 10 minutes, having to take the tome, and then so predictable when he's 6, and like, you know, and when you skip all that, Nyx is just so strong as a hero. Because he offers so much stun, right, and damage.
Okay, well, we've got a draft coming right up, so let's see if Tundra have picked anything else annoying, or if they're going to go the more lovely route. The Snapfire and the Sand King picked up on Nigma Galaxy. We've not seen a lot of Sand King this tournament, with Tundra going back for that Bane, Queen of Pain. If it's not broken, don't try and fix it. Why don't you talk me through these opening picks, Black?
Yeah, well, annoying, at least right now, is the name of the game. Nobody likes to play against Quap, just going to spam Shadow Strikes on you, and Bane is probably just the nightmare of any solo queue player right now. It's like, I'm going to carry this game. Oh, I got Fiend Script, and I'm dead. And there's nothing much you can do about that. Fata plays fantastic Bane. He also has a cheese taunt, so together with the cheese line, obviously a very strong combination. But Snapfire and Sand King, it's a very interesting opening. I would like expect this kind of opening from Na'Vi, who like really have a Sand King like specialist in general, but I don't think I've seen Mind Control a whole lot on that hero lately, at least.
I mean, I wonder how much thought we can put into the Nigma's drafting right now, because I don't think they might just be like, let's try something different, right?
He has like played it.
Mind Control, what do you want to play, right? And this kind of thing.
He has played it quite a small amount recently. It's his 7th most played hero. So he is familiar on it.
Yeah, at least it gives him a lot of team fight and a lot of stun, right? The Sand King Snapfire. It's a decently strong lane. Not the strongest by any means, but at least they have something very cookie cutter to work with now. Just stuns and damage, team fight, very good opening.
Yeah. It might also be like from last game, they had like these, they don't really have a way to, like they have their Kunkka X mark, right? But they don't have this instant stun that can set up for a fast kill, right? The X mark is fairly predictable. With Rubik, it's also like, it's a nice stun later on, but early on in the game, like Rubik getting close to get the lift is kind of like, it's not a 100% thing, right? But this Sand King is guaranteed to eventually get his blink like pretty fast. Even if his lane is bad, this hero still catches up really fast with Sandstorm. So yeah, it might be something that they talked about after the first game.
Yeah, potentially. By the way, do you know, Misery? Does Tundra have a coach?
Tundra's
they
coached
have
by
AOI.
AOI, yeah.
Oh, AOI. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He's also one of those players that's just so annoying. Like when I played with him and against him. You also play with him, right, Misery?
I never played with AOI. But
he
I
didn't.
played, I mean, against him a lot, right?
Yeah.
Back in
Okay.
the EG days, he would play this like play in one lane for like 30 minutes style, right? Just sit there
Yeah.
and assist Jakiro or Naga or whatever and just push in the lane constantly.
Yeah,
And you couldn't
he's so
find him. He's just like not there, but he's still killing the creeps. It's like
Yeah,
super
yeah.
annoying.
It
But
suits this kind of team perfectly. I feel like a coach like that, because he already knows how to be like the most annoying guy on the planet.
yeah, he also excels at these gimmicky things, right? That I think
Yeah.
Tundra relies on a lot in their strategies. So makes sense.
Okay, we've got some
Yeah.
bans coming out now. The Lina, Puck, and Invoker banned by Tundra, very much targeting Miracle, with the Void, Darkseer, and Tide banned out by Nigma Galaxy. What are these teams going to be looking to pick up in the second phase, Black?
I wouldn't be surprised if Nigma tries to just go back to an ILTW like anti-mage or something they found success like in this tournament with already, because they just look a little bit lost when it comes to drafting. Like their lineups always look okay, sometimes even quite good, but the execution is just not there. So they might just go back to something they play really well.
Oh,
The GH
I don't know.
Tusk
This is I have.
against Quap though is like already right?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like this hero is so hard to play and make use of. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, man. I'm skeptical.
Isn't it a bit of a debate too against Quap? Like if you ever snowball wrongly and there's a wave, you're just done.
5 seconds remaining.
It just feels like it's yeah. I mean, for sure, the Quap can also blink out, right? You're not gonna gank mid with Tusk against Quap,
Yeah.
but it's like Tusk is a hero that, from like, you have to be. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like this hero doesn't do anything unless you have it actually thought out. Like, what are you doing with this hero? What lane are you laning? Like, there has to be like a plan with this hero.
Yeah. Like your rotations and everything.
Yes, like,
Because
what
like,
is
you
your
need to
laning
kill
partner?
early a lot.
You do. And if you don't get these kills, like, what are you doing, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit similar to how the Nyx, like, as a hero, right? It's like, okay, if you don't have a plan with this Nyx, then what are you actually doing? You're just gonna run around and be like level 3 at 10 minutes. You have almost no lane presence, no damage.
Viva, okay. I'm telling you, Misery is shaping up to be an amazing anti-mage game.
Okay, I would love to see it. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's actually true then, considering some of the games we've had recently with anti-mage, but still, I just want to have a game where there's actually a game, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like actually, both teams on even footing, and not just like a stomp one side or the other. Like it's the worst feeling, right? When you're losing at like 10 minutes already, and you know, okay, it's just GG, it's pretty much over. Oh my god, dude, this is like an anti-mage god game, though.
Why do you like the anti-mage so much? Talk me through it.
I mean, it counters Quap. Like Bane can never get a hold of anti-mage. Weaver can't do anything to anti-mage, and Timbersaw in the lane doesn't do a whole lot to AM either, and he has like a massive mana pool in the mid game to be exploited by Mana Void. Like I think if there's an AM game here for Nigma, it's gotta be this one.
If it was you would ask for AM, right?
I would. And I don't think you can wait for last pick because they're just gonna ban it.
Do you? So you pick it up now, because you think they're
if you want it. If you want it, yeah.
If you pick it up now, is there any worries about any particular counters that Tundra could pull out at the last moment?
Well, that's the thing. They showed the hand already, right? This Timber is definitely off lane. The Quap is definitely mid. So the only thing they could change is like a Weaver carry, but AM doesn't care about that. So the only thing they need to ban out is carries that can beat anti-mage 1v1, like a PA. Something like that, and then I think you're good to go. They go for the Luna instead. Okay, I mean, it's an ILTW classic also. He likes it here a lot.
So is it it's gonna be like a Tusk Luna lane, right? Against Timbersaw.
Yeah.
I would imagine, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
But the Tusk is gonna walk in and press his tag team, and then Timbersaw's gonna chain away. And now Tusk has CD for like 20 seconds, tag team.
Yeah. Like Luna needs to actually stop the chain with the Lucent Beam if they ever want to kill anything here. Which is not easy.
It feels close to back to basics for Nigma as well, because Luna was ILTW's almost signature hero when he joined them. They won so many games with ILTW on the Luna, so it feels would you agree it's more of a comfort pick for them?
Oh, definitely. I guess especially if you're in a situation like this, you definitely want to go back to what you know you're good with and good at. But yeah, this lane doesn't seem easy. Like Luna Tusk, even if you just walk in and the Weaver suddenly puts a swarm on you, like Timbersaw can actually fight back.
Do you think it's a mistake in draft that you don't just pick a mid hero against this Queen of Pain?
Yeah, because
Do
it's
you think
obvious it's
that the
going to be
Queen
mid,
of
right?
Pain can play?
10
The
seconds
reason why they're
remaining.
actually playing this Queen of Pain is to flex it.
It's not a
carry as
3/3
well.
hero. No
5
way.
seconds
No way.
But you can also go play like Quap safe lane here, right? If
Okay,
you pick your mid too early.
potentially, but 9 doesn't really play these hard carries in mid lane, right?
But
So they're
look at
pretty
all
much on a
the
timer.
look at the bans now. Like there's no mid heroes left, right? Almost that are good in this game.
Yeah,
It's
against
like-
Pop especially.
I mean, also against Timbersaw, right? You don't really want to pick DK right now, right? You could do it, but it's like you're picking it into Timbersaw.
What I see that could potentially work and solve a couple of the problems is like a Necrophos. You have a good front line, and it's a strong hero against Timbersaw in the mid game.
Dire
Yeah,
team
or Pugna or Viper, some of those guys, right? The
Yeah.
green heroes.
Yeah, I think Viper could be quite strong too, yeah, against Timber Quap.
How about the Bat Rider? That's a top 9 pick, or the Void Spirit? Those are still in the pool.
It's a bit rough
That's it.
against Quap, right? And Weaver, the Bad Rider.
It's Nigma's heroes.
10
Oh, yeah,
seconds
Nigma, sorry, yeah.
remaining.
Yeah, bad against Quap is not good that much, and then the Weaver as well
5 seconds
does
remaining.
do really well against Timber though.
Hmm.
Yeah. Could potentially work. But I'm looking like what's like a misery hero? Not a misery, sorry, a miracle hero. Like Void Spirit is definitely one of them.
Radiant team pick.
Like he's not the kind of guy that would really like be like, okay, give me Viper, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not feeling the Void Spirit here. I think
Doesn't look
I
that
don't
great,
know.
right?
I want a hero that's something that Tundra has to actually deal with, you know? Like we talked, one of those green heroes. It sounds like it's gonna be annoying,
10
right?
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
If the Queen of Pain is struggling mid to some Viper, and then it's also good against Timbersaw in the
5
game, and now
seconds
you're
remaining.
actually you're giving Tundra some problems, right? I feel like with Void Spirit, you're just kind of like,
You got this
Dire
Void Spirit,
team
like
pick.
do whatever you want. I think.
Pick up the Wraith King. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah. I just a cookie cutter carry, right? It's like one of the strongest lane sustain carries. You have this Vampiric Spirit, which is like free lifesteal. You get the helmet, and now nobody can really bully out of the lane anymore.
10 seconds.
Doesn't
about
that-
some Death Prophet here.
The DP
Yep,
looks
that's
good.
profit.
I like
5
Necro or DP, to
seconds
be honest. Like
remaining.
one of those frontliners that give a lot of space for your backline to actually set up team fights.
You may now
Jakiro?
select
What
your
the hell?
heroes.
Is it
Right.
miss-sanking then? Yeah.
Okay.
So talk to me through the mid Sand King. What does that do?
It doesn't die, but the crop is going to free farm. I mean, Sanking also free farms, but it's very scary to go against the
No,
free
but
farm
what
crop, no?
about why don't we talk about the offlane Jakiro? Sinking
Yes,
mid is
that-
like
I
a
didn't even
sinking mid,
notice
right?
that. Why offlane Jakiro? What does that do?
So it's a Tusk Jakiro lane, I would think, right? Unless they're doing
Yeah,
the
it
whole
is.
swapperoo with the Kuro playing offlane, but I think
Potentially, yeah.
so. But Jakiro's attack speed is abysmal.
Yeah, it's
He
terrible.
doesn't attack fast at all. So yeah, you're gonna tag team, and Jakiro's gonna hit once. Like it's actually embarrassing how slow this hero attacks.
It's also like Wraith King Bane is not a weak lane, right? Like you can chip him down, but Wraith King is the perfect answer to that.
Well, it seems like there's a lot of doom and
I
gloom
mean,
around this.
to be fair though, Jakiro is a really strong hero, right? Like especially if he gets levels and he can push the tower. He can be really annoying, I think.
I gotta say though, I do think he sort of does the same thing as a +5. He does as a +3. Like
I haven't
farm
seen-
priority on the hero just doesn't really strike me as great.
Actually, one thing that's really strong on Jakiro right now, it's also some MMR to be won with this build, is the Aghanims Jakiro. But that's mostly a support build, but it's really, really
I
strong.
mean, the
It
Axe
makes
Scepter or the shot?
Aghanim Scepter. It makes the ultimate pure damage, right? So
Yeah,
even
pure
PKDs
damage
and
and
stuff.
PS Magic immunity, yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's really, really strong.
You can solo Roshan with that. I did it a couple of
Yeah,
times as a meme
go-
build. But
Go win MMR, guys. Big
So-
Jakiro.
A touch of doom and gloom, I think, around the Nigma draft. Is it just the case of getting the Ags on the Jakiro? What do they need to do to win this game? What can we expect to see coming out of them if they're going to be staying in this tournament?
gotta focus up and you just gotta give us like a good showing of what they can actually do. Because if they play like in game 1, it doesn't matter what you draft. Like if you're dead
Yeah.
lost on the map, you just lose automatically. Like their draft this game looks decent again, but they really gotta show that they can actually execute this time around.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they have heroes, right? They have spells. They have Luna. They have stuns, right? Like they can play Dota this game. It's all about how to play the game, how to play the lanes, and also like how's this Chikiro gonna fare, right? But I wouldn't say it's outdrafts or anything. It's just a matter of like, yeah, how do we play the game?
Okay, well, we're going to find out how they're going to play this game very quickly, and I'm going to find out how we can cast this game with Nomad and Lizard.
30 seconds to battle.
Thank you very much, Dan the gang. Yes, indeed, we are into game number 2 as Nigma got absolutely thwacked out of the first match on this series. Can they draw it up? Well, they'll have to come with some fresher ideas than what they did, but I think they have. I like this offlane Jakiro. I mean, what do you think about it, Mr. Lizard?
I feel like it's one of those things, you're in a rough spot and you're just trying to make your team feel a little bit better. You're drafting something that's unconventional and you're trying to have as much fun as possible. I'm not saying that Nigma's draft is bad or that they cannot win with it. I think the main thing is to lift the morale up. Like, they're in some slump, obviously. You could see it in that last game, the way they played. So they needed some drastic changes. Jakiro on offlane is definitely one of those.
Yeah, but as I said, not a great pairing with Tusk. You know, when you pick this Tusk, you kind of want something which is going to combo with tag team. Jakiro, not exactly that. There are some nice combinations later into the game where you can kind of keep them inside that macro part. I'm also interested to see if the Tusk goes for the Shard this game, because I've thought about that before. With the combination with Jakiro later on, if he goes for like an Aghanims or something, use the Tusk Shard, which now makes it super, super long. That can be kind of cheeky. Meanwhile, Fada, he's getting beaten in right now, yo. This ain't looking too bad. First blood maybe going the way of Nigma Galaxy down here. One more tap will be required, and there it goes. Mind Control will get first blood on to Fata.
Oh, he actually hit quite a few times with that attack. It was a decent kill for them, and now who got it? Mind Control. He might go for that extra null talisman. Not sure what he will buy instantly afterwards, but pretty decent start for them. Great King was farming away throughout that time, but still a good way to start the game.
Seems good to me. Meanwhile, Miracle versus 9 in the middle lane. Oh, hold on, down here. Oh, Caustic Finale doing the work here. 9's got to keep his distance. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, Miracle calculated that really well with finishing off the creeps. He's going in. I'm not sure if you can kill 9.
Burrow strike, he certainly can. One more right click. Oh, the Fairy Fire comes out. Will they have the damage to finish off 9? I don't think so. And actually, Miracle's getting peppered now by the Queen of Pain, bringing them back on even footing. Meanwhile, down at bottom, all hell's breaking loose. They're trying to get the tag team hits off onto Fata, but Skidder's turning around with a lot of damage onto GH. Meanwhile, the Sand King, he's so down low. Looks like 9 won't be able to finish. Oh, Snakey's
Miracle?
here, though.
He's
Goodbye.
Dead. That's the thing, right? Like, he was going for the Quap, but 9 had Fairy Fire. It was like very unlikely that he kills him there. It's turned on with the Shadow Strike and then snaking once again. Every time he has this Weaver, he's going to do the same thing. Rotates for the Bounty Runes, helps out his mid lane. You can expect him literally on every rune and Bounty Rune on his little pesky Weaver. And what's really good about having a position 4 Weaver is this offlane Timber Saw. Right? He doesn't truly need a lot of help, so snaking is free to roam.
Nice bit of CS there for snaking. So what's going on in this top lane? We've got ourselves a Luna, we've got ourselves a Snapfire. They'll be laning up into this Timbersaw and Weaver. On paper, I mean, it sounds slightly anti-synergetic on the Weaver and the Timbersaw thing, but individually they are such strong laners that it doesn't really matter.
It's what we mentioned earlier. They don't truly pressure you that hard, but you can always creep skip, get a couple of levels on Timbersaw, and then just leave him alone. Make rotations across the map. In that way, the lane is actually pretty solid together.
I'm also very annoyed that the Tusk didn't lane against the Timbersaw, because Misery made a good point that he can just Timber Chain away with the tag team. But there is actually a counterplay to that on Tusk when you hit level 2, because you can... Oh, hold on, Miracle. He's getting very low here in the middle lane. Snaking's come in again. They're going to take him down for a second time. Oh no, the Sand King is gone.
No, Snaking is just making use out of this Weaver really, really well. He's making moves because look at Timbersaw, like 33, he's farming under the tower. You literally don't want to be next to this Timbersaw at the moment. You would just be leeching the experience.
Sleep up the Tusk, just trying to stop him from interrupting this pull as much as possible. And looks like Fowler is successful in doing so. Shard block not really gonna do anything. Just a little middle finger to Fata. And that's it. Yeah, Snaking is pretty much laning mid at this point.
Yeah, he's waiting for the courier now.
Radiant's
Might
courier
catch
has
it
been
even.
killed.
Look at that.
No,
But
leave
he's got
Miracle
it.
alone. Come on,
He's got
come
it.
on, not like
Dyer's
this.
courier has been killed.
Oh, Snaking, you dick.
Man, Miracle, it's one of those situations in which you just want to all chat. Like, if this was a pub, he would question mark him, you know? Press enter, question mark. Can you go away, please? Like, can I play 1
Right.
versus 1? It's mid lane.
Like I'm playing this cool Sand King here. You know, I don't get to play it in officials very often. Let me play my hero, man. Come on.
One decent
But
thing about
Snaking's having none of it.
one decent thing about Sand King
Blocked
is
the pull as well. Sorry.
he can farm up, right? As long as he gets some stacks, which Snaking is also blocking,
Yeah.
like you just noticed.
Damn, Snaking is just being as annoying as possible. But yeah, as you say it, Miracle is farming up a nice fat stack here in his hard camp. But not where he wants to be. He longs for the middle lane. He longs for the sweet caress of that Shadow Strike. Digging into his skin once again.
Yeah, Snaking actually rotated a little bit towards the bottom lane, but it's already a tri-lane surrounding Mind Control, and I don't think Bane, Weaver, and Wraith King, it's not that I don't think, they are not stronger than this tri-lane that's coming from Nigma. Plus Mind Control has 2 null talismans and is going for the Witchblade. Like, he's going to be dishing out a ton of damage on Jakiro. Don't underestimate offlane Jakiro. Miracle again.
Miracle again, indeed. Need to even say it, he does fall for a third time in this middle lane. Now Nine has a bit of an advantage. Snaking still hanging around. His support comes in, but far too late for the Tusk, unfortunately.
Kuroki. He doesn't have a TP here. He might be dead as well. Snaking will finish him off. It's going to be Squishy into Nern. Maybe can't finish him
He's got
off.
very far on his stick, actually. Nope, doesn't matter. The father's nearby, but Snaking will die for this one, so it's a kill for Mind Control. Honestly, I think that's worthwhile for Nigma, that bit. Obviously, Sand King dying is terrible, but...
Yeah, considering how much Snaking has been doing, it's a pretty decent solo kill for Mind Control, so definitely worth it. One thing as well that's good for Tundra is Weaver might TP mid, and he's doing exactly that. Now you refill Nine's bottle, you make his life even better. Skitter.
No, it's not about making the Queen of Pain's life better, it's about making Miracle's life worse. He hates that guy, apparently. Just going by this game, anyway. A bit of action down at bottom, resulting in not a whole lot. GH loses a bit of health, and that's about it, but... What do you think the build is on this Jakiro then? Will it be like Veil into Ags or something like that? Or will he go for a more kind of supporty with, you know, some team?
Well, that, Fata.
Snowballing forward onto Fata here. Very, very aggressive, but GH doesn't really have the help to do this. With the rotation in from 9, they're going to be able to bring down GH a TP away from Mind Control, though. That is a heads-up play from him, and that's going to get him out of danger. So, honestly, not the greatest rotation from the Queen of Pain. They get the kill onto GH, sure, but I'm not sure he was surviving through that anyway, and isn't able to bring down the Jakiro.
Yeah, back to your
Really
thought, I'm not 100% sure what Jakiro will be going for. He's going phase boost, 2 null talismans. He actually had Witchblade queued up earlier, which is possible. The moment they picked Jakiro, I thought 2 null talismans into either a Veil or a Yules. But it seems like he has different ideas. LTW. Snaking might just get him here.
Yeah, GH needs to come and help out, but he's still got that bug upon him on ILTW, and Snaking's going to be able to get the kill onto the enemy carry. He does go down, but so worthwhile as he brings down ILTW. My god, could a Weaver be doing any more work than this? I don't think I've seen it.
Snaking is on fire. Like, he's performing so well on position 4. Not only Weaver, and his Nyx Assassin, all of his heroes are just on point. Timbersaw, meanwhile, took down the tier 1 on the top lane. He's pressuring the tier 2, and now will most likely rotate mid.
Missed the cookie. Well, dodged the cookie, I guess, on 9 here. Hey, buddy, I died. Do you want a full bottle again? I sure do.
Fata says hi to GH. You need to find a way to somehow get back into this game on Miracle. The Sand King is the true problem, right? Like, you, at this point, you don't really have a mid laner. You have 3 supports. He's having a rough time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Times are tough. Full on the side of Nigma. losing every single lane once again. Admittedly, not quite in such a dramatic way as last game, but remnants of last game certainly starting to be felt once again. Mind control looking for the play onto Farza here. Crow comes in from behind with the cookie as well. The Bane getting very low, roasted, toasted, and dead. Now Snowball comes out onto Snaking, but in comes the Queen of Pain, tearing through Mind Control. They're going to be able to bring Kuroki down as well as Snaking finds him on the side. Skidder and 9 looking for GH. GH not very healthy, and 9 with the nukes will be able to bring down the Tusk as well, making it 3 kills going there. Oh, hold on. Calling it a little bit early here. RTW joining in, has the stun. Nice dodge from GH as well. He's playing him, but can't play them enough.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Yeah, it just wasn't enough, like you said. Miracle as well. He's being chased by Snaking and 33. I think he should be fine here, though, for now. And the problem is, LTW, he didn't have his ulti. You usually don't, right? If you're trying to make a comeback on a Luna, even in normal times, you want to max out your Lunar Blessing and Moonglaive, so you don't really go for the Eclipse. If he had the Eclipse there, maybe Quap would have died. Miracle.
Still being relentlessly chased by Snaking here and grouping up with 9. They get the kill once again. Miracle, they are just being downright rude towards this poor Sand King player. He's just being chased every which way he goes.
Can we sign a petition to let him finish the Blink Dagger, please, Tundra? So we can have a normal match. My problem is, I feel like Queen of Pain is even better in this game than in the last one. I think it's a freer Queen of Pain game. And he's definitely showing it. 4-0-5 at the moment.
Look at Snaking as well. He's breathing down the necks of the net worth of some of these core heroes. And they find Kuro going for a sneaky bit of dewarding action. He's going to turn around with a double stun, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save his life. Snaking trying to take him down, but Miracle comes in with the stun. Barrow Strike is there. Meanwhile, punching the backlands onto Fata, getting that kill. The Bane is gone. Snaking still desperately looking for Kuro, and it is 9 who jumps in to finish him off with the blink.
Crocky was dead there. The Urn would have finished him off anyway, but 9, you know, he just wants to show off his stuff, jumps in, finishes him off. Some comeback kills at least, some of them for Nigma. Not too many, not plenty, but better than nothing at this point. LTW.
In it comes Mind Control, trying to turn this around with a Macropie, but just not doing enough damage at this point. Though that said, GH does come through. They'll take the first life of the Wraith King. 33 is nearby as well, however. Snaking, Skidder, how are they able to fight into this one? I don't think so. The Mortimer's Kisses come through and they bring down Skid. A big kill for the side of Nigma Galaxy. And they're thinking of chasing 33 again. This doesn't seem like the wisest idea. He's got a team coming up behind them as well, so they have to be careful. Fada with the sleep from the high ground. They have this advantage here. Cookie forward is going to get them the stun. GH using the tag team, going into Miracle, trying to keep himself alive. But here comes Miracle from the backlines with the Blink Dagger. Comes in, takes down Fata. But they have lost GH as well. And now they'll stun up the Weaver, but they don't have the lockdown to bring down this pesky little bug. And 9's coming across as well. He's got a double damage rune, wants to bring down Kuro, and will be able to do exactly that. Miracle not safe inside his Sandstorm, and he will be the third one to fall here for poor old Nigma as they get beaten down once again. Every time they manage to get themselves just a shred of a victory, it just gets ripped out of their hands again by the side of Tundra.
Yeah, and the only hero that they managed to kill was the Bane, who pretty much was level 5. He just got level 6. He didn't even use his grip, so after he's back alive, which is right now, he can TP to the Queen of Pain, smoke up and use a grip on, let's say, Luna. And look, exactly, they even use the scan. They know exactly where LTW is. Everything is just this is like a perfect game for Tundra. Black said it well, they're outplaying Nigma left, right and center.
Jump on the bottom lane onto 33 to try and get the deny onto the tower. They are successful in doing that. Tusk will take that one for themselves. Meanwhile, they're setting up in the top lane onto ILTW. Everyone, project your mental energies. Do not walk up those steps. Do not walk up the... Alright, didn't work. That's a problem. Yeah, it's a dead Luna.
I will eat the cheese.
I will eat the cheese. Great voice line. I'm gonna have to buy that one. So, well, time for another fight here. They have got the cookie out onto 9, but Queen of Pain is pretty damn tanky at this point. Nightmare out of the backlines from Fado as well. Might be giving his life for this one, but 33 comes across to try and help out as they look towards GH. GH losing his life here. He's the one who's going to fall. And now Tundra looking for more. They are on the hunt. And they're on top of Kuro and Miracle at the same time. They want to focus their attention onto Miracle. They bring him down with the Timber Chain. Meanwhile, Kiss is coming across, trying to catch out Skidder. Skidder turns himself to a pig, runs himself away, but it's Kuro who has died in the backlines. Nine's still running around. He just wants a high five. He doesn't want to kill anyone anymore. He's a pacifist now. LTW, unfortunately, he is not dealing with pacifists as he gets two-manned under the tower. The carry hero is dead. 4 down on Nigma once again. Goodness gracious. Tundra just have no mercy in this game too.
This is just rough to watch. Really. That mid lane again, the action on the Queen of Pain 9 survives. Skin of his teeth, he had like 50 HP left. Nigma, they managed to kill off the Bane, but heavy casualties they pay afterwards. It's like, they don't have an item, that's the problem. Sand King with the Blink, that's the only play they've got. Besides that, this Jakiro on the offlane has maxed out Dual Breath and maxed out Liquid Fire. At this point, I feel like they needed Ice Path more than anything else. Just for some extra control, to be able to kill the Weaver, to be able to kill the Queen of Pain.
And Timbersaw as well.
Timbersaw, you're not killing. Like,
True.
that hero, I don't think they can even kill at the moment. If they pretty much used everything on him, if there's Bane around to sleep, 33 gets out.
Fada bounces on in. He's just nightmaring for the fun of it. His team are taking Roshan, he wants to make a distraction, and he's doing exactly that. I mean, Nigma, they don't have any designs in this Roshan pit, I don't believe. If they knew what was going on, they might try and fight it, but that area of the map of them is just way too dark for them to even think about approaching it.
I'm just not sure, like, how do you fight it? Bottom lane, Snake King. He doesn't really have mana or TP. He just got here. So he might get caught, there's a sentry.
Yeah, but they have to land the cookie. They will do that. Miracle's coming in. He's got the Burrow Strike as well. Nicely comboed up, and that will be the death of Snake King. That is a very satisfying kill. That is the biggest psychological win they've had all game.
Oh yeah, killing that pesky bug that's been annoying you for 15 minutes now. It feels good. It's a nice sentry as well that they planted. They understood what he will try, and they punished him for that. They're losing the tier 2 on the top lane. Slowly, Skitter is pressuring it. But they're trying to defend. Look, 3 TPs.
But the little piggy will run away. Doesn't want to be turned into bacon by this Jakiro. And actually, 33 comes sliding in across. He doesn't care about no tower. He doesn't care about no trees, neither. Doesn't care about anything. Miracle thumping away in the back, charging up that ultimate. Nightmare, and the sleep comes out for an easy double kill for the side of Tundra as they take down GH and Mind Control in the flash of an eye. Skidder does get taken down the once by Miracle, but unfortunately he's now going to lose his life as well. It's 3 dead on Nigma. They make a kind of half-attempted effort to defend that tower. They don't manage it. They lose a lot of heroes. And now Kuro is even being bullied at mid as well. What can you do? What can you do about this? The answer is not a whole lot.
This just feels like it's over again. 9 is on the top lane, there's the siege creep as well, they're hitting the tier 3.
Yep. I mean, I'm buttoning up my shirt. I'm ready to go back on camera again. I'm ready for the GGs. I'm not saying I cast shirtless. I'm just saying I undid the top button for comfort.
Of course.
I don't cast topless. Mostly.
Of course you are. I'm just trying to find the silver lining here for Nigma, but even this top lane defense, like, you said it best, they're half-assing it, like half-assing the defense, because Snapfire and Luna, they didn't even try to TP, and they couldn't. Like, Snapfire, I believe, didn't have a TP, and Luna, even if she does go there, like, she doesn't really contribute a lot at the moment. She probably just dies together with her teammates.
Desolator finished up on the Wraith King. This guy is going to be slapping ridiculously hard.
He doesn't have ulti though, 40 seconds, so maybe if they manage to utilize this smoke to catch him, he's probably too cocky at the moment. He thinks they have no ways of killing him, but they might actually be able to.
could be good. Let's see. GH in with a snowball. Skidder could be in some trouble right now. The punch is down to Macro Pyro as well with the shots. He can't get out of it. Skidder is gone. Strike team is successful. And now to evac. Unfortunately, Tusk, he's missed the helicopter. He's going to get taken out. But still, it's a worthwhile trade. As long as RTW doesn't go. I'm not sure what RTW is doing around here.
He's got haste,
Has the
so
haste rune,
yeah, he should be fine. It's a pretty solid kill, right? You killed that Wraith King, no one was protecting him, no one was close enough, you only lose the Tusk.
Yeah, great move.
Yeah, nice little pickup for them.
10 out of 10. Unfortunately, RTW, just as quickly as they killed the Wraith King. Oh, no, Cookie up to the high ground. That's going to be enough to keep RTW out of danger. Goro was able to help out his carry there just about.
I believe Snaking will go into the triangle now, look. Farms this wave and straight up goes to the triangle because he's expecting Luna to go there. And look at LTW. He thought about it, he went to the low ground and instantly he goes back up. And this is something that Tundra is pretty much always doing when they're up ahead. They don't let you breathe, they don't let you get out.
Yep. Despite being called Defense of the Ancients, you don't win the game by destroying the enemy's Ancient. You usually won the game a long time before that point. It's about choking them out, not letting them see money. It's a game of economies, it's not Lizard.
Pretty much.
And Tundra know that better than anybody. So they are just farming the map right now. Getting that advantage, getting what they need to take down Roshan and then potentially take that high ground. I mean, they still have the ages, actually. They just straight up don't feel ready to go to the high ground yet and don't feel any real pressure to do so. They know that these heroes aren't farming on the side of Nigma. They know their playmaking is very limited.
In a situation such as this one, the worst thing that you can do is rush it and go for high ground because you're giving them an advantage. If you're just warding around their base and farming around it, they have to get out eventually. And once they do get out, that's when you go on them. Like, this could be a good opportunity for Tundra to fight again.
I'll take your tribute.
They are waiting for some items. As you can see, Skitter is almost with his Blink Dagger, which will be a pretty big buff for their team fighting capabilities.
So what's stopping Nigma right now from going to make the Wraith King play again, but onto a different hero? You know, why aren't they just smoking out his fire and looking for a pickoff?
Because it's hard. Your whole map is taken away from you. And you're not really aware where the enemy team is. It's about the emotions. You're afraid a little bit. They might get Fata though.
Yeah, looks like it. Epicenter committed, punch up as well. They'll bring down the Bane. Skidder now arriving to this one though, and he's looking for a little bit of revenge. And the big crits coming through onto the Tusk. My goodness, that Desolator going to work on the poor little Walrus man.
Can they get to LTW? Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. They've even got a sort of wave. They don't even need to use it. Ultimate's not even committed for the kill onto this Luna.
Now that you have the Blink Dagger on the Wraith King, the whole team can just get together and converge on one spot so fast. You have Queen of Pain with the Blink, you have Timbersaw that just moves fast, Weaver as well. If anyone gets attacked, you will be punished for that. You might get a kill on a Bane, but you lose Luna in the process.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Miracle just does a double back on himself, gets himself away. But yeah, it's all very chill this game. It's almost I don't know. Every single time, you know, we say it a lot, but every single time Nigma go to make a play, they get a kill, and then Tundra are able to punish. Last time they didn't with the Wraith King, but with the Bane they certainly did.
Well, Jakiro is a dragon and he has a dragon lance now, so that's
perfect. Yeah, yeah. Gotta make sure you know, Monkey must always buy a Monkey King bar.
Yeah.
Wraith King must buy Monkey King bar plus Black King bar, because they both have King in them. Oh, Miracle! He's out of there. See you later, mate.
He's doing some good stuff. He's making them show themselves. He's making Tundra chase him. Meanwhile, his teammates are smoking up and making a play elsewhere. Like, these sorts of moves, even though very risky, are completely necessary for Nigma. However, Fata, man, he's so good.
Hey everyone, heard you were smoking. Did you want to smoke into me? Oh, the whole team's coming to this. Actually, this isn't even just a sacrificial play. This is a turnaround play as a Sonic Wave comes cutting through. Bye-bye, Tundra. Bye-bye, Nigma as they take down 3 of them. We'll lose Kuro. We'll lose Fada, but that's about it. Man, that was quick.
He's just so
That was
good.
quick.
Like,
Tundra's so fast to react.
I'm kind of reading their moves, right? Because I see them. I see what they're trying. Sand King on one side and they smoke on the other. It's nothing new. It's like one of the old strategies, one of the old tactics that you can use. But the fact that Tundra reads it so fast and they're in the right spot at the right time to break that smoke. You could see it. He's running there not to ward or anything like that. He's running there exactly to break the smoke. Pops that high five instantly after he breaks it too.
What a G. What an absolute player. Fada, just a pleasure to watch. I mean, he's really come into his own on the 5 position. It's games like this that remind you that he is damn good at this game.
Snake King has that Aghanims completed now as well on the position 4 Weaver. So not only Wraith King has 2 lives, now you can save pretty much anyone on your team. I'm surprised they're not just going straight into the pit. It is a bit of a riskier... There you go. A bit of a riskier move, but when you're this far ahead, I think there isn't really a lot that you have to worry about.
Did Mind Control get the shard, by the way? No, he didn't. Interesting. So Dragon Lance plus Witchblade.
He's getting the shard next. That's his...
Okay, cool. Yeah. Neat and cool.
It's not bad, right? Like 2.5% of their max health per second versus someone like a Timbersaw. It's pretty solid versus Wraith King as well.
2 strength cores on the enemy team. It seems like a good choice to me.
He has the Dragon Lance and the Grove Bow, so a ton of range from which he will be able to fire that.
Boom!
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have the shard yet.
He doesn't have it yet. Will he even have it? Like, they are actually pushing top lane already.
I mean, they can always take out the first wave with Magpie, right? So it's not the easiest thing in the world to push into this, although that's that flamethrower doing some work as well. The effect is cool when the tower's burning, isn't it? Getting blasted. So we're getting blasted as well. 33 has lost a decent amount of his HP to this one, but he's a Timbersaw. He'll just get himself back. 24 stacks through active armor. Won't be long before he's back to full. And of course, they gave him the Aegis as well, so 33 is plenty happy when it comes to losing a bit of HP. No worries at all. And here we see Tundra again. You know, they're more concerned about keeping Nigma in the base than they are about actually pushing the high ground. But Nigma, they're looking for something here. They're moving out. I'm not sure what they've seen that's made them want to make this play, but...
9, perhaps? They have vision on him.
Yeah, they're moving into their own vision, which is always nice. And Miracle making a lot of noise here. Slamming his tail on the ground.
Man, 9 is just so quick.
9.
Oh, Miracle.
He actually gets him. He actually gets him at the tail end of the burrow strike there. Do they have the damage finish bomb? No, the BKB comes out. And now the turnaround. 9 not even running away, but just popping the BKB and saying, you want to fight me? Then come and fight me. And they do not anymore. They'll back themselves away. They also have a high ground to worry about here as 33 is just taking chunks out of their base. That flamethrower and those creeps. Burrow strike through from Miracle. Magpie are out as well, but there comes a time lapse from Snaking from the low ground with that Aghanim Scepter. 1 life, 2 lives, I guess, with the Aghanims as well. At 33 is not dying anytime today.
Yeah, but they did delay the push, right? If they didn't go on the Queen of Pain there, I think Tundra will be pushing high ground right now. They can't push it any longer because 9 is a perfect target for Nigma. If he shows himself, they will just jump him with the Sand King and the Tusk. They are aware that 9 doesn't have his BKB. They do have Weaver, I suppose, with Aghanims and the Bane, so... Tundra is taking a more disciplined approach, let's put it that way. They're really biding their time.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of old Liquid, you know, when they had that phase where all of their games were going really long, a little too safe perhaps at times, but...
Oh, hell no.
No?
Yeah, Liquid... But Liquid, back in the day, they had a true problem with finishing games, right?
Yeah, no, it's not a bad thing, sure. It's just being very, very careful. But both very, very safe in terms of discipline and when to take the high ground. But yeah, not too safe for Tundra most of the time. But recently they have been in a little bit of a slump. But hopefully this will bounce them back onto their winning spree once again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're getting the neutral items as well now, which Nigma is actually unable to get. Maybe if they have a shovel, they can try and hit that creep in the base.
Oh, 33.
Now and then.
Timber chain up to the high ground. I love this kind of play. Now Skitter's joining him as well. The two big boys with 2 lives to go, and then Nine jumping in as well. They're trying to turn around onto Nine. They know exactly who they want to try and bring down. He's got another BKB though, and a double damage. They'll look towards Kuro. He's the first one to fall in the back of the team fight. Meanwhile, the rest of Nigma just getting themselves back. Sand King still sitting on the front lines. Skitter not going to lose that first life, so he does heal up from that creep. And 33 still with the Aegis. Haven't lost anyone yet. Maybe, just maybe, they can take down 33. The damage coming in. They will get the kill onto the Timber Sword, but he's going to be coming back in just a second. Ice Path onto the Skeletons, interestingly. I thought he was going to use that onto 33, but I don't really think they can kill him off a second time regardless. Don't forget, he's always got that Weaver behind him as well to throw down that time-lapse should it be needed. But Tundra will back themselves away now.
And they only got the tower. And they lost their Aegis, right? So, plus what, they killed Kuroki? I don't think they killed anyone else at that engagement.
No,
so small
Kuroki.
victory for Nigma. Yeah, they held their ground impressively well, considering they're 23k behind. Usually what you want to be doing at this point, if you're Nigma, is plant another ward in the triangle on the high ground, and perhaps take a fight around it. But now the Tundra is taking that whole area, you can't do pretty much anything else but wait.
I'm waiting.
Is there a smoke? They might smoke here, they are waiting for the Sand King.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Now you can't exit the base, really. There's a sleep on Luna.
Yeah, the BKB is back now as well for those that used it in the last fight. Oh, Luna, cookied out. She's going to be okay for the time being, and it's Wraith King taking a decent amount of damage, but not quite enough. Mind Controller is doing a good job of just peppering heroes with damage, though, I have to say. It's being very annoying. Look at this guy.
Yeah, he actually dishes out a ton of damage on the Jakiro, yeah. One of the reasons why they went for the BKBs on Skitter as well, as 9.
I mean, it might feel, if you're watching this game, like it's fallen into a bit of a stalemate, but it hasn't. Tundra is still getting so much more out of the map. It's very much still a case of Nigma in the back foot.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I feel like maybe they were a little bit too disciplined once Timbersaw had that Aegis. Maybe they could have risked it a little bit further to take down at least one side of the barracks, but then again, there's nothing stopping them from just waiting for another Aegis. Miracle.
He's going. The Bane's in trouble. Can they finish him off? It's a question. The Nightmare comes out. It's going to be enough to save his life. He's back to full. Thank you very much, Snaking, but Snaking's given his life for this play. Miracle has gone down, however, as Nine just jumps in with the Sonic Wave once again. RTW, he's just bailing. And he is gone. Pops the Eclipse, BKB, and then TP's away. Mind control me? I don't think they know he's in the trees here, so he's actually going to be able to reposition himself. They found the courier of GH, though.
Straight into the high ground push, but there are buybacks. They could buy back on the Sand King and on the Tusk if they wanted to.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Look at the damage coming out. I'm still so surprised that this Jakiro build actually seems to be doing some work.
Barracks are under attack.
Not enough work, but, you know, it's cute.
It's something. Kuroki's Veil also is helping out. Like, all these small little things add up. 2 null talismans, Witchblade, then the Veil from Kuroki. And it is a ton of damage. I actually thought that Tundra made a slight mistake there, miscalculation around the tier 2, when Snaking saved Fata. I felt that that might be an issue, as he won't be able to save a Timbersaw or a bigger target. Still, Nigma is slightly way too far behind to kill those bigger targets. So
Yeah, I guess the decision was just a case of we want this grip available for this team fight. If we get that, then we're going to feel so much stronger. But yeah, they do trade their Weaver for it, which isn't the worst case scenario.
yeah, and their net worth is just increasing and increasing. Once you get this 25 talent on level 20 on Raid King, it's just another buff to your farming speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're completely fine with him just rotating around the map, taking creeps, while his team is pressuring Nigma inside their base.
I will eat the cheese. Miracle trying to get what he can out of the map. In all fairness, I would say that Miracle and LTW have done a reasonable job at not falling ridiculously far behind. Like, Miracle constantly in this bottom lane is just able to get a wave, sneak away, get a wave, sneak away. He rarely gets caught doing this.
Will he be
But
caught
he
now?
never gets caught doing this. There's no way he gets caught doing this. Got him. Got him,
Yes.
everyone. Caster's curse at work.
He's been doing so fine up to this point when you cursed him.
Sometimes you got to use your forces for good. Sometimes you just got to use it for bad. You know, it's how it is. But 33's got a heart now, by the way. Heart. I believe that's a Sanjin Cairo, I'd guess. Yeah. Nice little hood on top of that as well, and a casual Octarine core in his pocket as well. He's actually the richest hero in the game, and they are feeling this right now. They have to snowball RTW out of trouble here, but now pops the Eclipse, doing a good amount of damage, but taking a lot of damage at the same time as well. Has to back away. They lose GH though. That's it for now. Tundra are just chilling out. You know, they're going to set themselves back. They don't want to be lured into a team fight which they possibly could lose.
Yeah, they're going straight into the pit, I think. They should know that Rosh can spawn. Snake King will go straight in, and maybe Nigma will smoke now. I feel like it's one of those situations in which, okay, we just bought back our mid. We're not really scaling, but nah, they can't even make it there.
It's time for
You
the
said that
4K Roshan CCTV.
when you mentioned that LTW and Miracle are keeping up, and yeah, they kinda are. They're getting some new items. It's nothing stellar, but they're getting something. The thing is, that's because LTW is the only one farming in the base, and Miracle is the only one that can leave the base.
Mind control is nothing short of miserable. He's got these budget items, which means that when they poke, he's going to do work, but actually, Nine's just jumping in on the backlines here, popping that BKB and taking down that Jakiro, double buyback from Kuro, and mind control straight off the bat, and now they look over towards Fata. They might be able to get the kill onto the Bane here, but no, never mind. The cavalry come through, they take the kill. Meanwhile, in the base, they're trying to kill off 33, but there's a time lapse, and now in comes the Wraith King, tears Kuro apart for a second time. LTW under the cover of BKB is running away. That is not how you want to use your BKB. Nigma huddled inside the base. The smoke is out. They're fighting into Aegis. They're fighting into Cheese. This just is not going to happen. But one last hurrah from the guys on Nigma. Can they take them down? They can do a lot of work, but the Cheese comes out for the Queen of Pain just in time, keeping her alive. And now they'll turn their attention to Miracle. They'll make short work of him. They'll continue to pepper them from inside the fountain here. The Jakiro just doing work. LTW, I mean, 33 does not care. He's literally hands off keyboard.
Yeah,
he's off to read.
He's so annoying sometimes, just sitting there, you know. Like,
Dire's middle tower
they're trying to fight around him. He's an inconvenience more than anything. He's just pathing issues.
he literally just pressed hold position and, I don't know, went to pee or something, you know, just...
I like how LTW's embracing it. He's just like, yeah, sure. I'll buff your stats for you. Why not? Get some more damage done. The GGs are called, and Nigma will be eliminated from this tournament. I'd love to say it was a graceful fall, but unfortunately it was a fall from grace for them, as they couldn't hold it together versus Tundra, and it will be a clean 2-0 sweep from them. I mean, just from the start, it didn't really look like Nigma stood much of a chance. It didn't look quite as bad as game number one, but it did not look convincing by any stretch from these guys. It's you know, we've said this sentence a lot throughout the tournament, but they are a shadow of their